Welcome back, everybody. So today I'm going to be doing an oil change. I was planning to go on a motorcycle ride, but it's literally raining like you wouldn't believe here. It's been pouring like this now for about 25 minutes, so I went ahead and decided why not go ahead and just do the oil change. So today's oil change, the big thing is I've been using the Fumoto Oil Drain Valve now for around 60,000 miles. It's been one of the best things I've ever done. Makes my oil change mess-free. I'm able to do my oil change a lot faster. I don't have to be looking for any type of socket or trying to use any wrenches. And number 4, there's literally no mess, there's no spillage, there's none of that like you normally would have in a regular oil change. So let's go ahead and jump in. So here's the Fumoto Oil Drain Valve. I've been using this now for around 60,000 miles. I haven't had a single issue with it. After many reviews, I was convinced that it was actually a great purchase, so I went ahead and did it. And it's definitely paid already itself. It's really easy to use. When you're ready to go ahead and change your oil, the Fumoto Oil Drain Valve comes with this rubber piece, and it comes with this elbow. I went ahead and put this zip tie here just because I was afraid that it was going to come loose. So what you do is you go ahead and you push the elbow, the plastic elbow here. And what I do to drain my oil is I use a old laundry detergent container. I put it right over here. And I'm going to go ahead and now release the valve, and you're going to see the oil start coming out. So basically the oil is pretty much completely drained from the oil pan. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and just go ahead and close the valve. And as you can see, let's go ahead and close it. So the valve sits right here, so it's really difficult for this valve to actually come undone when you're driving, because the only way for this to come undone is going to be you have to physically push it up and then go ahead and push to your right. So, I mean, it's really difficult for that to happen. So now that we have done that, we're going to go ahead and put our safety clip back. Here it is. And as you can see, it's going to have that opening right there to go to your actual valve. So we're going to go ahead and put that in. Here it is. You already click in place. And I'm going to go ahead and remove my actual plastic elbow. And you're going to see that there's basically no type of spillage whatsoever. So once you're literally done, you're done. You don't have to worry about any oil spilling out. I always wipe it down just because that's just habit. But as you can see, there's no type of oil drain. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and remove the oil filter. And I don't like the way Nissan did it. So basically you have to lift this plastic cover here, and there you see the oil. And this is a really poor design, because this plastic over here, after time, this car has around 125,000 miles. After time, when it's at highway speed, this thing literally just rattles nonstop. So I had to go ahead and start using a zip tie to keep it from rattling, because I thought it was something with the drivetrain, but it was this little stupid piece of plastic here rattling. We're going to go ahead and remove the oil filter from its place. And I like to use a empty water bottle, because what I do is I put it over here, and it actually allows the oil just to drain into the oil pan versus making a big mess over here. So let's go ahead and loosen up the oil filter. Again, this oil change is being done on a 2016 Nissan Rogue, but the prior model uses the same type of oil filter and it's in the same area as the 2016 and newer. All right, so let's go ahead and take this out. So you see, that's why I do it, because it's that way we avoid making a bigger mess than what we have to do. oil is really hot. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and just dabble my finger in that oil. Go ahead and make a good seal here. Being sideways, you're not gonna be able to go ahead and pre-fill the oil filter like you normally would on other cars. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go ahead and lift that up right there. Let me go ahead and before I do that, let me just wipe the area down. So there we have it, it's nice and dry. And this, I literally just do a hand tight. I never use like any type of tool to tighten it up, just because as long as you're able to tell that you're doing it hand tight, you're good. So let me just loosen it up one more time to make sure. Yep, so we have it in the right place. Just a good hand tight and you should be good to go. Yep, there we have it. So I'm gonna go ahead and now fill the engine with oil. We have already completed our draining of the oil through the oil pan. We have removed our oil filter. Now the only left thing to do is gonna go ahead and just fill the engine with oil. If you don't happen to have a funnel to go ahead and put your oil into the engine, very simple. Find a water bottle, go ahead and cut it in half, and this will serve as your funnel to be able to put the oil into the engine. Completed the actual oil change itself. What we're gonna do now is we are gonna go ahead and turn the car on, and we're gonna cycle the engine for around 2 to 5 minutes just to make sure that our engine oil runs through the engine and we're able to get an actual accurate reading and see if we have enough oil or we're gonna need a little bit more. Typically the Nissan Rogue takes around 4 quarts, so that's what I went ahead and pour in, but we'll find out once we go ahead and cycle the engine and check the oil level. We have already cycled the engine for around 5 minutes. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and check my oil level. Typically, what I like to do, whether or not you do this is up to you. What I like to do is I like to pull my oil stick out, dry it out, put it one more time, wait around 10 to 15 seconds, and then check to see what the actual oil level is. So here's the first time. We're gonna go ahead and just dry it out. And we're gonna go ahead and put it one more time, and this time we're gonna wait around 10 to 15 seconds, and so let's go ahead and check it out. All right guys, so here we have it. So you'll be able to see, I don't know if you're able to get a good look on camera, but right now we're showing that we're around halfway. So here's the low, here's the high, so it's around here, which is halfway, which is where you wanna be. So guys, we did it. This is how you do an oil change on a 2016 Nissan Rogue. Again, we did this with the use of a Fumoto Oil Drain Valve, and as you can see, it was definitely the way to go. Guys, don't be shy, jump into the saddle, do your own maintenance. It's not really that difficult, and you'll be saving a lot of money. You did it yourself, you know it was done right. So if you enjoyed this video, share, like, and subscribe. See you guys next time.